Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday night meditation live. This is our weekly time of recentering, kind of right here in the middle of our week, to just take a time to consciously recenter, refocus, reaffirm our spiritual practice. And so tonight we're going to spend a little bit of time together in meditation, a little bit of time going into the stillness and into the silence. And tonight, what we're going to focus on is our forgiveness practice, our forgiveness work. I know it's the work that none of us really want to do, but it's the work that's so vitally important to our spiritual growth and to the expansion of our consciousness. That's that ability we have to look back within ourselves and truly and honestly forgive those situations, those people, even ourselves, for the past experiences that we've had, and the ways where we, in some respects, I'll go ahead and say failed. We failed to live up to the fullness of God, the fullness of Spirit that we are. And so we're going to spend some time doing that together tonight. Tonight's meditation is going to be forgiveness practice. We'll take the opportunity to walk through this together. And so what I would tell you as you're going through, and as the things that come to mind for you to do a little forgiveness work with, what I would tell you is that this is not magic. That does not mean that it's all going to be over and done with by the end of this evening, by the end of this meditation. One of the spiritual teachers that I have been fortunate enough to hear speak several times, Reverend Edwin Gaines, has said that forgiveness is something we do and do and do. It's a process we go through. And we go through that process until we can talk about the story with no longer, or we can talk about the story and no longer feel the really strong emotions tied to it. So I say all of that to say that tonight is going to be part of the process. It'll just be part of the experience. And that we know that we continue to work towards forgiveness. So as you go through this process tonight, be gentle with yourself. Know that you have an ongoing forgiveness practice, an ongoing forgiveness work to do, and also know that Reverend Erin or myself at Unity Village Chapel are here to support you. So if there's any way that we can support you in moving through your own forgiveness work, please don't hesitate to reach out to us to let us know how we can support you in your spiritual journey. And so, with all of that disclaimer done, let's go ahead and do a little forgiveness work together. And so we start this practice simply by breathing in. By taking the opportunity to take that breath in, to hold it for just a moment, and then to release it. To know that as we turn within, we breathe in, and as we release that breath, we let go of thoughts, concerns, worries, projects still on our to-do list. Those trappings of sense consciousness that bog down our mind. We just consciously set them aside in this moment, knowing we can pick them up again as soon as we are complete. But for now, our energy and our attention shifts from out here to within here. And so with each breath, we go deeper and deeper into the awareness of that connection. Allowing ourselves to focus on the presence of Spirit, however we define it. As God, as Spirit, as divine light, as love. as consciousness, whatever it is for us. We allow all of our thoughts, all of our energy to drift towards our awareness of that presence. And as we feel our awareness of that presence growing, with that awareness grows our awareness of an event, of a person, a place, a situation. Something that has troubled our heart, troubled our soul, weighed heavy on our experience on this path. We allow our awareness of that thing, that individual, to become laser focused right now. And as we move from the awareness of that individual to the event, whatever might have occurred, we allow that moment in time to become clear in our mind right here and right now. Seeing the individual, the person, the place, whatever the situation calls for, the thing that is involved in our situation, seeing them in our mind. We choose now to consciously radiate love to that individual. At whatever level we're comfortable radiating that love in this moment. We simply radiate thoughts of love to them, knowing that this is the great love of God, the great love of Spirit, the love of which there is no end, the resource we cannot deplete. And so we radiate that love to them now. individual in our mind's eye. We allow the words, "I forgive you," to flow through our mind. And now we bring ourselves into the situation. Maybe you were already forgiving yourself for something, but if not, see yourself in your mind's eye. Knowing what you were feeling in that moment, radiate love to yourself. Pouring forth divine love from your heart in this moment to yourself at the moment that you are doing your work with. We radiate that love now. Now, from this place of radiating that love and light to ourselves, we continue on in this moment, opening ourselves up to simply receive love. To receive that light and love of God pouring from the universe into our life. In this moment, we know that we are loved and we are loving. And so we can look at ourselves from that situation, from that moment, and we can say and speak these words, "I love you, and I forgive you." And it is with that awareness that we move into the silence. so gently, allowing this brief moment of silence to draw to a close. We feel ourselves being brought back to this time, to this place. As we allow our awareness of the world around us to seep its way back in. With that awareness comes a great sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this time of connection, gratitude for where we are at in our process. Gratitude for who and what we are. And so in that place of gratitude we say, thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Well, thank you all for spending just this little bit of time with me in meditation and sharing your consciousness with mine this evening. As I said at the start of this video, if you find yourself in any need of any sort of additional support with your forgiveness work, with your forgiveness practice, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at unityvillagechapel@gmail.com, and we are more than happy to sit, listen, and talk with you and talk with you. We can find some time on Zoom or FaceTime. So just know that we are here to support you, no matter what it is that you're experiencing spiritually. And until